And new this morning from our Operation Safe Roads team, we're getting some new details on a long-awaited road improvement project. So ADOT says construction on State Route 24 in the Southeast Valley, also known as the Gateway Freeway, will begin next fall. This is a live view right now of the 24 near about Ray Road. If you live in this area, you know how busy it gets. There's a map of that area for you too, so you know it's just south of the 60, south of that Super Red Tan interchange. So it's going to begin next fall, that construction on the 24. But before breaking ground, ADOT, they want to hear from you. This is your chance. Our Adam Mintzer advocating for commuters in this area this morning. Bring your questions directly to state officials before that work gets underway. Good morning to you, Adam.
Good morning, Megan. Yeah, we want to make sure nobody is caught off guard by the construction that's going to be happening here. I'm right on Ellsworth Road off of SR 24. And what I'm hearing from ADOT is this is going to be a game changer for commuters coming from the East Valley, specifically the Queen Creek area into Phoenix, if that's your morning commute, or just getting to or from the Santan Valley area. Why is everything going to get a little bit better? ADOT says that's because we're talking lane widening. And from right here, there will be new connector ramps. I mean, two different ones. So why do we need these? Well, you mentioned it a little bit, Megan. That is because a little bit of a bottleneck does tend to form. Morning commuters know that quite well because there are limited lanes to actually get on to SR 24 and then onto the Loop 202. So we will see this build up as the morning goes. But again, there will be two new connector ramps from this vantage point, but that's going to take more than 3 years. I want to show you this video from ADOT. It highlights the lanes that will be added and widened and changed as a result of this project. ADOT says this is necessary because of the rapid growth we keep seeing here in the Southeast Valley. Yet I wanted to make sure that you are staying aware on the project and that your questions are getting answered. So I went to social media, I read all the comments, and I brought some of those concerns straight to ADOT.
A lot of people posting online in the comments to this story on the ADOT Facebook page, the ABC 15 Facebook page, that they expected this to have happened earlier. Why wasn't it constructed like this in the first place? What's your response to that?
Well, it really comes down to available funding. And actually, ADOT was pretty creative in terms of saying we need to put a roadway in, we need to get a facility in, and we need to use the funding that we have available at the time. So let's build this as an interim roadway, the 2 lanes in each direction, with the future in mind.
So ADOT says construction should be starting next fall, but of course there's all the different contracting and other paperwork that needs to happen between now and then. Then once construction starts, it'll take more than 2 years for this to be completed, but now is the time to weigh in. There is a virtual public meeting happening tonight, how you could sign in, how you could submit questions. I have details on it. You can do that at abc15.com.